Gentlemen, welcome to Bad Dad Rehab.
I'm not that bad, am I?
Your son is turning into a monster that you created.
You couldn't make it to a single birthday?
And what if I don't accept this rehabilitation?
You will be sent to county jail.
We're all guilty of failing our children.
I'm sorry I messed up your life.
I'm gonna step it up and show you how to be a man.
Everyone, it's the culture commentator, Driune Santana. It's a pleasure to speak with each and every one of you. My question is open for whoever wants to answer. I know a lot of us in this world today, a lot of us, we don't have fathers. Either they're passed away or they haven't been in our lives and whatnot. And some of them tend to be left on bad relationships with their dads in real life. So how do you think this film will affect those who are going through something like this? If they were able to rekindle their relationship with their father, if they were still here or not, how do you think it's going to affect those?
So first of all, thanks for your question. I think that's an excellent question. And one of the reasons why this, the script and this story and the relationships in it really resonated with me is because I think we often forget that that fathers are people too, that men have feelings, men have gone through, their own challenges or traumas or losses. And I don't care how many fathers there have been throughout the history of the world, how many mothers there have been throughout the history of the world. For everybody, it is on-the-job training. Every single situation is unique. Every relationship is unique. Every romantic relationship dynamic between the mother and father, or whatever the circumstances were, is unique. Every child-parent dynamic, as common and as plentiful and as much as, it's all the same. It's all so very unique to each particular experience. And one of the things that speaks to me a lot, I mean, even my work in GreenLeaf and other, work that I've done over the years is really kind of leaning into the heart and the minds of men, like, open up the door and really pay attention and listen to what men are really going through and what some of their challenges are. This is not about making excuses for people. Trust me, I'm tough on my brothers. I'm tough on myself. But I really think that, I think that people will, whether your father was present or not, and whether that was his decision or not, depending on what he was capable or not, or whether he thought he was capable, or whether he thought he was even worthy of the experience or the job, whatever it is, that there's typically, we've got, let's show some humanity and some compassion for and toward the fathers, because it's tough. It's a tough deal. It's tough work. And a lot of men do not have the answer. They're trying to figure it out, trying to doing actually their best to do it the best way they know how. And we're often, I think, very quick to vilify men, to call them all kind of names, and to just kick them to the curb, hang them out to dry. And then, countless women of all races, will say, men ain't whatever. I don't need you. I can do this without you. Whatever. Give me my check or plant this seed and get lost. So there's a very common and a very dominant narrative of us not being valued, not being spoken to in a way that really values and appreciates us and our contributions even to the equation. And I think this film reminds both men and children and women that men are valuable, men are important, men are valid, men are worthy, and they're trying, and they make mistakes, and don't just throw them off the boat because they haven't figured it out. When it's an ongoing lesson, it's on the job training. We're just as clueless as the rest of you, and trying to figure it out, as we go along. So, just remember, men have feelings, and they're trying to work through those feelings and trying to figure it out the best way, like I said, that they know how. So what's really cool is every single one of these characters, whether it's the relationship with their parents that's bleeding into how they parent their own children, their ability or inability to provide for their child the way they want to, or the way maybe their spouse is pressuring them to, the challenges of being, it's the visitation and who's got custody, and if you did make a mistake, then being shamed for that mistake, and then not being able to have a relationship with your child just because it's a reminder to the woman of this misdeed from the past. I mean, we shame people so often, and it's just really good to see men working together to work through their individual stuff, and be the best that we can be to each other, and understanding that if we can do this work together as men, we're stronger together, we're stronger, in and for ourselves, and we can be stronger fathers, partners, husbands, and what have you. And I don't think our communities are as strong as they can be and could be or should be, without the men being a very, very significant part of that equation, of that narrative. So I'm proud to stand up with my brothers in this group. They do an incredible job as actors, but they're also stand-up guys. We had a great time. I wish I could be in all the upcoming sequels too, and just have more and more fun with these cats. Because this should be a series, not just a movie.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, thank you so much, fam.
I would say boo, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, sure.
You said it. You said it.
And speaking of dings, I just got a ding that I'm gonna be getting yanked again from you all soon. So sorry, I'm on set in the middle of another project. So sorry, my schedule is conflicting with this.
That's fine.
Apologize for that. But so if I have to disappear, no, it's just because my brother's over here hustling.